So Coco Gauff wore her natural hair for a major fashion shoot, and somehow it became a debate. Not her dress, not her outfit, not the collaboration, but her hair. Let's talk about why this keeps happening and what it really says or what it really means.
So I'm not gonna apologize for the way that my hair looked, because there are other girls who have the exact same hair as me, and I just wanted them to feel represented, that your hair is literally fine the way it is. My hair was good enough for a fashionable brand like Miu Miu.
It is absolutely diabolical that she is even responding to the criticism about how her natural hair manifests. Her hair is clean, it's tidy, it's put in a bun. And her hair has behaved like Afro-textured hair will behave if put in a bun without overly manipulating the bun. But no, you guys are not satisfied unless the hair is manipulated to half an inch of its life, like what you see on my hair today. I advise my clients not to wear their hair like I'm wearing today on a regular basis for the reasons that Coco explained. But she doesn't need to explain that to you. Because you see, what you don't like is that her hair is not presenting in a European manner. But you wouldn't say that. You can't say that with your full chest. Because whose Afro-textured hair is slick when it's put down without actually overly manipulating it, pulling it into 4 parts like I've done, one at the back, one on the side, one here and one in the middle, and then putting all of those individually into a bun to make one bun to get our hair slick. It is natural hair that you hate. But say it with your full chest. You hate natural hair. Let's know where you stand.
If you don't know, Coco Gauff recently featured in a high-profile collaboration with Miu Miu and New Balance, and for part of the shoot, she showed up in her natural hair. And as expected, the internet had opinions. So in this video, we'll be dissecting and talking about why in 2026, natural hair is still being policed or politicized, even when it comes from a high-profile person like Coco Gauff. Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oma. If you're seeing me for the first time, I create content around natural hair, real hair talks, real life experiences, natural hair culture. And if that's something you're interested in, please do well to like, subscribe and join the family so you don't miss out on my videos. Let's be honest, natural hair on black women has always been politicized. I've made videos concerning this on my channel, talking about why natural hair on black women is still being policed even right in 2026. Professional, elegant or high fashion has been tied to straighter textures. So when someone like Coco Gauff, young, successful, global, shows up in her natural texture in a high setting, it disrupts the internet, it disrupts people. Why? Because that is not what people are used to seeing. They are not used to seeing a high profile person, young, global, successful, showing up in their natural hair textures. They are always used to seeing young, successful, global people showing up in straighter textures. Now, Coco Gauff showing up in her natural hair texture is just in such a high setting. It's not just doing it for the internet. Like when I read some of the comments on X, and I'm like, what is really going on? What is really going on? So it is now very wrong for a high profile person like Coco Gauff to show up in her natural hair, or to show up in her natural hair texture. Really? Now, come to think of it, this is the part people are even missing. This is not just random. This is a collaboration that blends into sports, authenticity, and identity. So when you look at it, you would know that this collaboration was intentional. It was not just a random collaboration. It blends into sports, authenticity, and identity. Coco Gauff is not just a model, she's an athlete. She's not just like a normal model, she is also an athlete. And if you ask me, natural hair in many ways reflects the reality more honestly. It says, this is me, this is how I exist, this is how I show up. When I even saw some of the pictures that she took for the brand Miu Miu and New Balance, the collaboration Coco Gauff had with the brand Miu Miu and New Balance. And I saw the pictures and I'm like, okay, you know one thing why people are so mad, why people are so upset is because we are used to over manipulating our hair. We are used to like trying to make our hair look like what is not supposed to. We are used to, yes, over manipulation, because if you look at the pictures Coco Gauff had for the shoots she had for the collaboration, her hair was just in a slick bun, but not overly slicked, not overly manipulated. And I think that is why people are just so upset. And if you ask me, I don't know why are you upset? You want her to overly manipulate her hair, put it in a very slick bun so that, okay, what would not happen at the end? And to even think that she had to even come out after a while, I think she even deleted her Twitter account. Like she left the internet because of what the backlash she was getting. She left the internet and came back to even talk about it. And I'm very happy she did not render apology, because I think people were expecting her to, okay, come out and render an apology and like, okay, I'm sorry for wearing my natural hair. I'm sorry. To hell with you. And I am so proud that Coco Gauff stood her ground and did not render any single apology about whatever it is that people were saying.
That shoot in my parents' backyard. The creative concept that was sent over, which I'm so lucky to be working with Miu Miu, so I want to say thank you to Miu Miu for giving me the opportunity to promote the bag, because I think it's such a great bag. But the creative concept for the bag was to show how it can be used kind of in everyday scenarios, but to find like not obnoxious, but like a quirky kind of object to put in the bag to show how much the bag can carry. And obviously, because I'm a tennis player, my social content person suggested to use tennis balls, and I was like, yes, let's do that. That's great. We also shot some shoots because I like to crochet. We also shot some photos of me using the bag to carry my yarn and crocheting. So I sent the photos we took the photos. Oh, I don't know. Am I going out of order? I did my hair and makeup for dinner that day because I was going to dinner after I did the photos. So I did my hair and my makeup. That's exactly how my hair and my makeup looked for dinner. And I went to my parents' house. We shot the stuff. She sent over the photos to me. I picked the ones that I liked. And out of the photos that I liked, she then sent them over to Miu Miu, and they picked the top ones out of the ones that I liked. And we posted also for people who didn't like, quote unquote, like the outfit. First of all, it's Miu Miu. That's their aesthetic. I love the Miu Miu aesthetic. So if you don't like it, the girls who get it, get it. The girls who don't. I picked the outfit out. They gave me different outfits to choose from. That's the one that I picked. And yeah, we took the photos. And like I said, the concept was everyday. Like using the bag every day. So I did my everyday hair and makeup because that's what was said to do. I personally don't like to slick back my hair super sleek because it does damage my hair. I do play tennis, so most of the times where I'm wearing it a bun, I choose to allow my hair to be present in its 4C self, because I do have 4C hair, and I don't want it to be super slick back because it's just not good for my hair. And so that's how I do my hair. I went to dinner with my friends, like I said, later that day. My friends complimented my makeup and said I looked pretty and everything in my hair that day. So, and other people did too. So I'm not going to apologize for the way that my hair looked, because there are other girls who have the exact same hair as me, and I just wanted them to feel represented, that your hair is literally fine the way it is. My hair was good enough for a fashionable brand like Miu Miu to promotes one of their newest launches. So if my 4C hair is good enough for that, then yours is good enough to do whatever you need it to do. So I'm not going to apologize for that. I'm not going to apologize for my makeup. I don't feel the need to put on a full face of makeup to take photos. I'm not hating on people who do that, because I am someone who also will put on a full face of makeup just to take photos. It's just that day I didn't want to do it, because also the creative concept, that was not the point of it. And if you also look at the Miu Miu aesthetic, it's the makeup for most of their shoots are very minimum, if not any. Sometimes the models aren't wearing any makeup. Because that's just Miu Miu. Like I said, the girls who get it. The girls who don't. But I made this video to just say to all the young black girls out there who have kinky hair like me, you do not, if you do what you want to do with your hair, not if you want to permanently straighten your hair, if you want to perm your hair. If you want to work your hair afro, wear your hair afro. If you want to wear braids, wear braids. If you want to wear cornrows, wear cornrows. If you want to slick back your hair to the god, slick it back. If you don't and you just want to put it in a bun, put it in the bun. Do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, people who hate on your appearance and hate on the way that you look have something deeply insecure.
When natural hair is worn, it's scrutinized. When wigs and weaves are worn, it is polished. And if you ask me, that is double standard. That is where double standards comes in. When I wear my natural hair, it is scrutinized. They tell me, oh, it's not professional. I'm not supposed to wear it to this particular place. I'm not supposed to. Hello. But then when wigs and weaves or straight hairs are worn, it is polished, it is praised, because why? Explain double standard to me. explain double standard to me like I am a kid. This is double standard. Funny thing is that both the natural hair and the wigs are all valid. I am not here to say that okay, you should stop putting on wigs or wigs are bad or anything. No, I have never said that in my channel. In fact, for the records, I wear wigs, but I wear my natural hair more than I wear wigs. In fact, I even recently started purchasing wigs. Initially, I did not even own a single wig. So, natural hair and wigs are all valid. The issue isn't even the hair, the issue is expectation. The expectations that people have about natural hair, the way that they have it at the back of their mind, the way it should look like, that is the issue. Natural hair is really not the issue. The issue mainly or majorly, if you ask me, is the expectations that people have for natural hair. But why should natural hair be justified to be seen as beautiful and appropriate or appropriate? Why? Why should natural hair need justification to be seen as beautiful and appropriate or appropriate? Moments like this matter because they shift visibility. Because yeah, there was a particular time I saw a little girl, I think a cheerleader or something, I'm not very sure, that wore her natural hair. She was one that stood out in all the cheer team. Amongst all the team, she was one that stood out because of her natural hair. And for a while I thought, okay, we loved that. Now Coco Gauff wore her natural hair for a shoot, and X and the internet is going haywire, is giving her different opinions, both those that are being asked and those that are not being asked. Please, this is 2026. Let's stop policing and politicizing natural hair. Please. Have you ever thought about this scenario? A young black girl seeing Coco Gauff for her natural hair. What do you think would come to her mind? For me, I think what will come to her mind is, wait, my natural hair is enough. And what do you think that has registered in her mind? Yeah, you're thinking what I'm thinking, right? Exactly. And that is bigger than fashion. That um mindset that has been inculcated unknowingly to even Coco Gauff, to that young black um lady or black girl, is bigger than fashion. That's representation. Like I said initially, this conversation is not really about hair. It's about perception, standards, and what people are really willing to accept or see as beautiful. Because at the end of the day, you can't even change what I see as beautiful, and I can't change what you see as beautiful. You can't change what Coco Gauff see as beautiful, or what her brand, the brand that she's collaborating or working with, see as beautiful at the end of the day. So it isn't just about the hair, it is about our perception, our standards, and what we see as beautiful. Let me know what you think. Do you think the actions are justified? Obviously, I dropped screenshots of some of the comments, the ones I was able to get. I dropped them at the course of the video. So do you think those comments, do you think those reactions are justified? Or are people just over analyzing things, or are they just over analyzing it? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace. Bye.